Just go slow, take it around.
19 Steve Eisman Drive. How do I thank you for your hospitality? I know that Little Caesars Arena is going to bring so many jobs, living spaces, and people to the downtown district. What will happen to my old home? I don't want it to wither away like the Silver Dome or Tiger Stadium where the flag is the only thing remaining. It should be a museum of success, a monument of inspiration for those young hockey players like myself who watched the Wings and observed what it took to succeed in the sport of hockey. I think I could align many important moments and milestones in my life, both on and off the ice, with how I interacted with my favorite team and the arena they inhabit. As a baby, I was placed in the Stanley Cup. I slept gently resting in a pinnacle of sports success. At the age of 7, I remember sitting in the cup once again, this time a little older but a little more scared of falling off. Maybe I began to realize that I may not have this opportunity again. I remember in the 2nd grade when I broke my arm before a hockey game. During the 3 weeks I spent in bed, unable to move due to the extreme pain in my shattered arm, I kept a jersey close and a remote closer, so that I could watch my team when they were on. For my bar mitzvah, I got to go to the stadium and meet my favorite player at the time, Marian Hossa. Although he only had played for the Wings for a single season, he was one of my role models. That day, he gave me a stick and autographed it. It still hangs in my room today. I feel almost nostalgic looking back on these moments after experiencing the team's struggles this year. It's easy to recall them since I can tie so many moments of personal growth to the Red Wings and my experiences at the Joe Louis Arena. I was sad to hear of Mike Ilitch's passing last week. Us Tigers and Wings fans are forever grateful for all that he has done for this city and its fans. I was listening to a local Detroit radio station the other day, and a man shared an experience with Mr. I from 1967 where he had the local pizza owner as his baseball coach. He described Mr. I's will to win, his compassion for his players, and his love to compete even at the level of Little League. He brought this mentality to the Wings, and when he bought the franchise for $8 million in 1982, never looked back. The Joe was 3 years old at the time, and since the 1967 season, they had a reputation for being called the Dead Wings. That all changed when Mr. Ilitch purchased the team. He brought in a winning culture, and the team really hasn't looked back. In 1983, the Wings drafted one of my heroes, Steve Yzerman, setting the team on a path to success. They made the playoffs a few times, however, in 1990, the 25-year playoff streak officially started. And I was born in December of 1995, so I was able to experience the bulk of it, including 4 Stanley Cups. Michigan was a hotbed for hockey. It may have been the cold weather, but I know the Wings had a lot to do with it. I would not have become the hockey player I am today had I not been able to attend Red Wings games at the Joe. When a hockey rink opened near me locally, I told my parents I wanted to play. I played roller hockey until the end of middle school, where I would transition then to the ice. I always wanted to play ice hockey, but my passion for other sports held me back. My deep connection with hockey, however, led me to forget almost everything else and focus my energies on becoming an ice hockey player. I would watch every Wings game, observing and learning from my role models on the ice. Every night before bed, I would even stay up and watch NHL on the fly, studying the competition. I was lucky to be able to attend games since my dad shared season tickets with a Fox Sports producer, and at the games, I was exposed to the best players from around the world. I was a student of the game and worked day in and day out to become the best player I could be. Played for 2 years for local travel teams and made my high school's team my junior year. I was excited at the opportunity, thinking that my hard work paid off. Despite my positive attitude and my hard-working mentality, the team rejected me. Did I deserve to be captain? Maybe not, but I did deserve to be a part of that team. The thing I worked so hard for, the major goal I set out to achieve, almost felt unsatisfying. The only thing that maintained my love for the sport was when my dad would say, "I've got tickets coming up for a game. Do you want to head down to the Joe?" Once again, the hockey gods tested my will for the sport during my senior night hockey game when I ended up on the ice and somebody skated over my hand and I had 2 tendons severed. But luckily I had a doctor who operated on a few of the Wings players too, and I was confident that if he can fix my team, he can fix me. I can tie so much of my own journey, both as a hockey player and as a kid growing up in Metro Detroit, to my experiences with the Detroit Red Wings and their Joe Louis Arena. The withering away of the red seats and the cement concourse would deteriorate my long-standing connection to the symbol that the Joe Louis Arena represents, I'm excited for my Hockeytown home, but I'm scared to let go. And I know that I'm not the only fan out there, this team, that can tie so many important experiences back to this stadium and their experience with this team. For now, I guess all I can do is wait and hope that we do not forget where the spirit of Hockeytown came from. Thank you to the Joe. Thank you to the city of Detroit. Thank you to the Red Wings. Thank you, Mike Ilitch. I look forward to the future, and I hope that this new home does bring new success, but I do want you to take into account that this is not just your stadium, it belongs to us too.
Cities all sleep in a dream where nothing's wrong. Believe in something, but the writing's on the